Hey, today I would like to walk through the latest GA4 e-commerce dashboard video. So we added some analysis options and let's start with the first page. Initially, we would like to start with the revenue drivers. So revenue drivers is a concept of the North Star Analytics, and North Star is the most important KPI of your business. In the e-commerce business, and if we are only getting data from the Google Analytics, then the most important KPI should be the revenue. So the drivers are the KPIs which affect the main KPI. For example, e-commerce purchase and the average purchase revenue drive the purchase revenue. If you look at the e-commerce purchase, then the session and the purchase rate, aka the conversion rate, it drive the e-commerce purchase. So almost every KPI has a drivers, and if we understand the drivers of each KPI, then we should understand the real reason of the problem. For example, if there is a huge increase on the purchase revenue, and if you look at here, our basket value has been decreased, but e-commerce purchase has been increased. So why? The other concept, probably you should see not this data not fit to each other, because this is the sample data source. This dashboard connect to sample data source, and that is why you won't see not the exact result. But if you see there's a 90% has been increased, then you should see these two KPIs should match the ultimate KPI. And if you look at the purchase rate, conversion rate, and it contains the session to view rate, view to cart to purchase, and then average basket size, which means the quantity in the basket. So we have 4 different time periods, and you can click any of this time period to see a wider time frame. The second one is the acquisition analysis. So the concept is similar. We are putting the most important KPI as a top line metric and analyze, deep dive or break down this metric in the following tables. So we try to keep this simple and try to use the GA4 metrics mostly. And the most important metric for the acquisition is starting from the session and the engagement rate, which is the upside down of the bounce rate. So we understand that, for example, this medium source 2 and medium 3 has the lowest engagement rate, which is people doesn't relate with our business. So we need to have a look at these traffic sources mostly. You are looking to sample source, medium, and campaign, and once you connect your own data, you will start seeing your own campaigns or own source medium. So if you continue with the top line metrics, then the item views is the second most important metric after the engagement, because we are the e-commerce website. So one of the important jobs is to show our products to our potential customers. So this is very important to see the track of the item views. We can increase the sessions here, but look at here. The source 3 and medium 2 has a high session, but look at the item views. The second one has show the more conversions. show the more product, which result the more conversions mostly. And check out first time buyer and the conversion rate, purchase rate. This is the very simple metric, and these funnel steps stay on the initial part of the funnel, mostly engagement rate and the item views. And I put a checkout and e-commerce purchase to give your acquisition guide to inside the overall funnel. So there's a first time purchase here, but Google Analytics are working with cookie based, so this shouldn't be 100% of correct, but it is important for the acquisition guide. So there is no filter here, as you see, because we hide this filter in the tables. For example, you are seeing that these data sources or this one has a weakest conversion rate, and when I click here, then the whole page has been filtered based on this source medium. So I can understand the trend, and look at here, there's a there should be a problem, because 3 days ago, until 3 or 4 days ago, it was great, but until that, the checkout has been decreased, which may be a problem here. So if there's a campaign, if you define UTM parameters in these traffic sources, then you should see the performance. Here is the 4 campaign associated with this source 2 and medium 3. And you can look at every campaign here. And for example, this is the most traffic generated and revenue generated campaign. When I click here, I should see, here the traffic has been decreased. So probably the conversion rate is same, but the traffic has been decreased coming from the campaign 4, and maybe this is the main problem. Maybe the acquisition guy has been decreased the budget recently, which affect the overall revenue. So you can click here to reset, or you can click here to reset all the filters. So the next one is the e-commerce performance, and e-commerce performance give you the overall performance of your e-commerce business. And I have a favorite metric here, which is the revenue per session. This is the calculated metric, which give you the total revenue divided by the session, which means that, okay, you are bringing traffic, and this is the revenue. There's the average order value, but this is the average revenue per session. So which means that every session generate some certain of the revenue, either $1 or $2. So you can count it. Okay, if I bring traffic from that traffic sources, then every traffic source will add up the revenue to your business. So this metric is important because it contains the conversion rate, average order value, bounce rate, etc. And you are seeing the average revenue. So this is very simple and effective revenue. And look at here, the third one, source and medium, probably direct traffic, because I make this anonym to show and change the data. And this may be the direct traffic, but here, this is the revenue per session. There's a great metric here. It may be this may be the email marketing tool. Yeah, I'm not sure. This may be the email marketing, because direct email marketing has a highest revenue per session. And you can hear the mobile and desktop traffic. By the way, you can filter you can use every table to filter the page. For example, if I click here, the mobile, then I can see the mobile traffic comes from the California, and traffic source is source 1 and medium 3. So this is the performance of this breakdown. This dashboard will give you the ability to access the underlying data. There are lots of breakdown and huge data sets, but you need a tool to access all of this data. So this dashboard basically gives you this tool and make you to save your time to see the anomalies and trends beneath your data. And this is my favorite one, the product funnel. So e-commerce funnel mostly contains the session level metrics, mostly. For example, session, engagement, purchase, and revenue. And this page gives you the product level metric. It starts from the item views, add to cart, purchase quantity, not a purchase quantity, because every purchase and every transaction may have more than one quantity. And then item revenue per list view. This is the generated metric from our site, and this is the revenue per item list view. The e-commerce website shows their products to the potential buyers, potential customers. So you can think your website as a display, the display website, and this display website try to display the most revenue generated ads in their website. So we should think our website like this. So we have a limited area, we have limited users, potential buyers, potential customers, and we should show the most important and most revenue generated items, products to them. So that is why probably you should focus on the item 3 here. By the way, there should be lots of products here to make you to great decision, but since this is an example database, you should see only a few metric. So this is just a demonstration with example data. So we have our item categories and the item name and the session and source and medium. And think about you are a category manager of the 3, and you are clicking the item category 3. Now you are seeing your own categories performance only. This is your own categories items. So this is the own categories metric. Here, there's the item views are the stable, and look at here, view to cart rate, which means we are making people making people add to cart more. And but after that, cart to purchase has been decreased, so decreased to the death. And I believe there is a problem here with this product, and people tend to add this product to the cart, but I'm not sure. We should look at the website, and there's a problem with this category, with this specific category, because here there's a, and if you look at the category 2, yeah, it is almost stable. And look at here, add to carts are increased and view to cart has been increased. But there's a problem with category 3, and we should alert the category managers or the developers if there's something wrong with the website. So this dashboard intends to use the standard e-commerce implementation, mostly standard e-commerce implementation of the GA4 to give you the most out of your data, your Google Analytics 4 data. And that's all for now. If you want to, if you have a feedback, or if you want to say to add some more items or more analysis on this dashboard, you can reach me on the website. Have a great day.